What's up, everyone? It's your favorite Chinese host, Benaki. Today we're back in our Madden 26 Colts franchise, and we will be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 12 here. We are 6-4, and I want to get into a little tangent before I hop into this video. So I do want to say this series hasn't been the most realistic, and I was thinking about it earlier today. First season, we did our best 07 Giants impression. We went 10-7. Made the playoffs as the 6th seed, actually, because someone else went 10-7 and we had better stats than them. So we were like the 6th seed, made the playoffs, and then for some reason when it hit the playoffs, we just started playing amazingly on offense and amazingly on defense. And it was unrealistic. I do think that our first round win against the Chargers was realistic. That was kind of a rivalry because how they beat us in the regular season that season. But other than that, I mean, the other teams, it's unrealistic how we beat them. And I will say it was an unrealistic playoff bracket. The Las Vegas Raiders were in there as the 2 seed. The Bengals being in there as the 1 seed, I don't know. The Chiefs weren't in it. The Bills weren't in it. Or I think the Bills were in it. I think they just lost. And the Ravens weren't in it. I do know that. It was just a weird playoff bracket. And on the NFC, I mean, the only realistic one was the Lions making the Super Bowl. I think the Seahawks were the 1 seed, Lions were 2 seed. It makes sense, but it was a weird thing. So I don't think if we do make the playoffs this year, we shouldn't get as many wins as we did last year because it's very unrealistic. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep the sliders the same. The sliders are the same as they have been. Basic all Madden. The only thing I bumped down for them was the interceptions because I don't like throwing picks. I can show you that right now. See, basic all Madden didn't lower up any of my guys, and the only thing I lowered them was interceptions because I picked the ball a lot. And I might, if I make the playoffs, which I think at this pace we will, but if we just do our best, collapse impression, and we just start collapsing, and we lose the rest of our games, we'll go 6-11, or 6-11, and just miss the playoffs entirely. That would be pretty bad. Or 6-10, or 6-11, I think is what it would be. So if we just go 6-10 from here and don't win a single game, say we lose to Pittsburgh here, and then we lose to Philly, and then we lose to the Bills, which I could actually see happening. So there is a realistic chance we don't make the playoffs with the crazy 3-stretch game they've given us, which would be the Eagles, the Bills, and the Lions, who were the number 1 team in the NFL last year. So we have a tough 3-game stretch, but if we somehow do squeak out of that with maybe even 1 win, say we get lucky over the Eagles, which probably won't happen, or say we get lucky over the Bills, or say we get lucky over the Lions, say we squeeze one of those wins out and we barely sneak through onto the playoffs, I think we should only win 1, maybe even 2 games. But anything past that feels unrealistic. And I will say last one was kind of realistic with the teams we had to play. The Bengals have no defense, just an offense. The Chargers I get because it was a revenge game and we already knew them. And our defense just showed up when it got to the playoffs, which is another reason. When it gets to the playoffs, our team just shows up for some reason. Because we went 10-7 in the regular season. Like I said, we did our best impression of the 07 Giants. Played mediocre throughout the regular season, hit the playoffs, started playing God tier. So yeah, and then we ended up in the Super Bowl somehow. So this year, I do want that to be a little bit more realistic. I don't want it to be as good of a playoff run as last year. Because I'm watching other people's, and Wildcat, he missed the playoffs, and he's on his off season. So I do think I should make it more realistic. And if I do make it to the playoffs and I win my first game, I will 100% lower our sliders to make it harder for us and up their sliders. I do want to make it harder on myself, and I was going to make the sliders harder at the beginning of the series. And then I started losing games and winning games, and I came out with a 10-7 record, which I thought, hey, 10-7's a realistic record for the Colts, especially with how they're playing now. 10-7's realistic, and then we made it to the Super Bowl, and I'm like, okay, well, that's unrealistic. So I think I will make the sliders harder if we do win a playoff game. But yeah, enough yapping about that. We're going to go and hop into this upgrade player. We did our practice already, and we did not get a dev trade upgrade. Unfortunately, we got Kaiir Elam here. We signed him in backup corner to replace one of the ones we lost. He's played pretty good. I think he's had a few pass deflections and stuff like that. No picks, though. So yeah, we're coming off a Titans game. That's really all we got. We got to hop into this game against the 4-6 Steelers. Currently not looking like a playoff team. And I don't think they have Aaron anymore. Aaron Rodgers. I call him Aaron. Don't think they got him anymore. Oh, shoot. Is this a snow game? I haven't played a snow game yet. Oh, my God. This is so cool. Back-to-back weather games. Last game against the Tennessee Titans, we played them in the rain, but I ain't played a snow game yet. Oh, shoot. This is awesome. I do know from the trailers of Madden 26, because everyone was hyping it up, that there is realistic weather implements. Like we saw last week during the rain, you can slip and fall and stuff. So, like, this is going to be scary, dude. I don't think I've played a Madden 26 game in the snow yet. I might have, like, on one-to-one head-to-head, but I don't remember. Like, the games just all kind of blend together. Alright, dude. A snow game against the Steelers. Last game against the Steelers last season, we tied. So they have a rookie quarterback, Will Howard, coming into play for them. He was in the draft last year in real life, not in Madden. Can't believe they got Will Howard. Alright, I'm going to try to get some pressure with Tuimuilau on this edge. I believe it's going to be a run first play because it's a snow game and they are scared to pass it. It's a pass! Latu, he sheds a sack. And he's going to throw it away first play. Pressure in his face with Latu and with Tuimuilau. Good stuff. I can't believe they passed it there. Another play action. He's going to hook one deep. Pick! Nick Cross! Second play of the game. Nick Cross interception. Oh my gosh. Second play of the ball game? Nick Cross comes up with an interception. Oh, I love interceptions, dude. They develop your defense so good. Nick Cross, that's our free safety. We re-signed him last year. He hooked up. Kenny Moore and Nick Cross were there, dude. Awesome. I think Nick Cross has one pick on the season. I think we picked off Trevor Lawrence against the Jags, if I'm correct. And out comes AR already. 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 1,700 yards in 12 games. Not bad, not bad. All right. JT coming off a good game. We're going to try to keep that train rolling here. All right, we're going to move this stuff around here. They do have TJ Watt, so I'm a little scared of that when it comes to the running game. He ain't doing nothing on this play. Taylor makes a man miss stiff arm. Oh my gosh, I sounded like an NFL commentator there, but I don't care. That was awesome. We hit him with a juke and we hit him with a stiff arm. Look at this, dude. I love making the replay happen. Look, Pierce is that 60. Tanner Bortolini gets one of the best blocks I've ever seen him make. Congrats. And then they have this safety guy back here who's trying to tackle me. They have Kendall Fuller. And then we stiff arm the heck out of Jalen Ramsey, who is an all-pro cornerback. That's just amazing. We're going to run it again. This time we only get back to the line of scrimmage. We did rest JT this week because he had a right leg injury when I was doing the practice. You guys don't see it because I do it in the practice, but I did rest him because he had a leg injury and I didn't want him to miss this game. We're going to throw to Tyler. Make a man miss. We do and we're in. Tyler Warren wide open. What a start. All right, I got to lock in on this kick because it is snowing. I think we hit it. We hit it. We hit it. It was a little windy. It was a little off, but we still hit it. Nice. All right, beautiful possession there. Nick Cross with an interception, and then we get a touchdown with Tyler Warren. I think that might be his first or second one on the season. No, I think that might be his third, actually. Nice, dude. What a start, dude. What a start. AR passing touchdown. Jonathan Taylor rushed pretty good on that opener. Play action again. Got a lot of time. We're going to get on him and we're going to sack him. Latu. Dude, the snow must be messing with them. It doesn't snow much in Pittsburgh, I don't think. He's going to throw up high. Good play there for him. That was a high ball, though. That was not his best pass. All right. They do have some good receivers. So, like, they have DK Metcalf. Carlisle. Oh, wow. What a throw on the run. Will Howard with a throw on the run, dude. Rolling out right, makes a throw left. That was pretty cool. I believe this is a run. It is. Get him down. We could not stop the Titans running back last week. I think they ended up having a touchdown. One of the number one rushing offense or rushing defense in the NFL. We stopped the run more than any other team. But last week, man, they had like 78 yards and a rushing touchdown on us. So, like, we got to lock in this week on the ground, or stopping the stuff on the ground. I believe this is a run. It is. Breaks off of a tackle. Get him down. Only got 3. At least that lineman trying to tackle him slowed him down. We're going to try to get some pressure on him. If we get pressure on him make a bad throw like he did earlier, maybe get another interception. Pressure, sack him! A sack works too. Latu's second sack of the game, and they're going to punt again. Oh my goodness. Latu with 2 sacks already? Alright, that's out of the end zone. Alright, we'll get it at the 20. I'll take it there. It's not a bad spot. Man, they're loading the box. If they load the box, don't go towards the box. We go outside the box. Outside run. JT. About 15 yards there on the ground. I'll take it. Stretch play outside, working wonders. Oh no. Okay. We only got we didn't get anything there. They crashed on that from the second I snapped it. Okay. I do believe that this is a man coverage play. And if it is, we have him. Touchdown, please. Pittman! He caught it. That's all that matters. Pittman is our deep ball savior this year. Pittman has caught like all the deep passes that AR's thrown to him. And he went up for that. And the cornerback tackled him on his chest. Or in his back. Look at this. Look. Goes up and gets it. And takes a brutal hit in the back. Who is that on? That's on Porter. Oh my gosh. Dude, Pittman has been our number one deep ball threat this year. I know we drafted Elijah Maloney to do it, and he's caught a few deep balls. I think he's got 2 deep ball touchdowns and 1 across the middle, so 3. But we've hit Pittman on way more than we did last year. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. We lead 7-0. Nice. I know I'm sounding like a commentator. I'm just getting excited with how good we're playing. We haven't played this good in a bit. It's been a bit. Each game, we've gotten blown out like 3 times this season. We got blown out by the Bengals. We got blown out by our division rival, the Jags. And I think we got blown out by someone else. I know it wasn't the Cowboys. We got blown out by someone else at the beginning of the season. I think it was in week 3. So, I mean, I'm just excited about playing this well, dude. Kill the light, kill me because you're right. I'm not going to make this a play action. It's play action wait, no, it's not. Oh, he dropped it. Nothing was open. I had a couple of deep shots. They weren't there. Tried to take underneath, wasn't there. Fade. You under there. Run one of those. And you can run one of those. And Taylor, you just got to block on this play, buddy. Oh, that is wide open field. Slide. Nice. Injury timeout. Who is it? Okay, it's not Anthony Richardson. It's Bernard Raymond, one of our linemen. I rested him in practice too. It said he had a rib injury, and I made him rest in practice. So I didn't think he'd get hurt. Oh my God, he slipped, dude. Bruised ribs. Yeah, that's what he had in. That's what he had in practice. I'm gonna substitute him. Look at this play though. Look at this play. This was a wide open touchdown for JT up the middle. But like I said, like in the rain last week when we were trying to pass with AR was slipping all over the place. And I tried to make a juke here and juke inside and run upfield. And when I tried to juke, he slipped and we ended up getting tackled. Like I said, snow in this game is way different than it was in the last one. I actually really like it. I think it's really cool and realistic. I like playing in weather games like snow and rain. JT so far having a game, only the second quarter. He has 60-something on him. Want to motion over Tyler Warren, maybe go to him over there. We got a bunch formation over there. Oh, come on, get in! Oh, down to the 1. Oh, man. I've been trying to stat pad with Taylor so much since we got him back. We're going to motion him over there. That's going to pull that guy back. And we're going to run it up the middle, and we don't get it. 3rd and goal. What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to come out on this. Come on. It's 1 yard, guys. We couldn't do it last week. Can we do it this week? And we cannot. Oh, my freaking God. 1 yard is impossible to get. We got to pass it. We got to pass it. Pittsburgh is going to call their first timeout. Must have not liked what he's seen there. We're going to come out and try one of these. We are going to get our guy a touchdown. That timeout gave him some time to rest. And we get him with him on the 4th down try. Jonathan Taylor's in. You guys know ever since we got Jonathan Taylor back, he missed like 2 games from injury. He had a rocky first half of the season. Like he'd get injured mid-game and stuff like that, and he just like wouldn't play. And then we ended up getting him back, and I've just been trying to stat pad with him. We had a 200-yard game with him against the Texans, a 100-yard game with him last week, and we're trying to get him another 100-yard game here. He was 3rd in the league in rushing last year. I want to try to get him back up there. And the only reason I'm trying to do that is because I do not want him to lose his X Factor that we got him last season. And his X Factor gives him cool abilities and stuff that I do not want to lose. And that is very valuable because it gives us abilities like Freight Train where we break off of pretty much every tackle. And even when we had him, we weren't utilizing him because we were just trying to go for the win and we had to pass it to get wins because they were just looking to run every play. By the way, we slid. By the way, that celebration that Jonathan Taylor did, the headstand, the Amon-Ra St. Brown one, that with the snow in the background looked so fire. That looked so cool. All right, we got to lock in another possession on defense. We got some new guys in, trying to lock them down. Only gets 5. It was some of our backups, though. Now Buckner and Tui Moilau are back. I don't think they'll go deep. Oh, I moved my guy. Oh, man. That would have been stuffed if I wouldn't have moved him. I'm just going to keep using my alignment and stop interfering with the other stuff. Press. Good tackle. Just get back to the line. Cam Bynum. Nice. 2-minute warning. All they've done is put up a fat goose egg. 0 points. And we've put up 2. I kind of like this play. I think Tui Moilau can get a sack on this play. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, there's a penalty on us, and we're getting held. Oh, my God, what is that? Roughing the passer? Who was it on? It was on Tui Moilau. Wow. I didn't mean to. Okay. Nickel. We're going to sit back here with our linemen, and whatever hole they run through, we're going to try to block. Good stuff. Only a yard. If we could hold them to 3 here, or even make the running back fumble, like maybe we make them fumble, that would be sweet. All right, I'm going to sit up here with our linebacker, Zaire. It's a fake run that way. Good tackle. And there's a timeout. It's one of their linemen, which is bad for them, but it's going to help us. It's going to help us. I think they're passing it here, but we're going to get pressure. Another pick! Charvarius Ward's first on the year, and he took it out to the 2 like a dummy. Oh my God, Charvarius Ward's first interception as an Indianapolis Colt, thrown by Will Howard right to him. Now, he did take it out when I was not trying to take it out. I was pressing square to go down. But we got to look at the positives. JT took one from 98 in the first season. Let's see if he can do it again. All right. Yeah, literally in that first season, I was actually watching that game. In the first season we played of this franchise, we played the Los Angeles Rams, and they backed us up to the 2 on a good punt, and I ran it to get some distance, and we ended up taking it from 98. All right, I'm going to call timeout here. We've got some breathing room from the end zone now. Man, this is a defensive performance I've wanted to see, man. I've wanted to see this. Want to hit Tyler Warren. He slips, but it's all good. We're going to run one of these. They have some linebackers back there, so I'm a little... Okay, no, they brought their linebackers up because they thought it was a pass. All right, we're going to call a timeout with 38 seconds left. It's our second, and I accidentally called the play. I did not mean to call this. Okay. We're going to have you block. We're going to have you block. And you're going to run one of those, and that's open. First down. Nice. Corner by you. Taylor, you're just going to block. We're not going to run it right now. We got our first-round pick, Malone, in. And he catches it, and he doesn't get out of bounds. We're going to run no huddle. He did not get out there, so we have to be quick. Taylor, you're just going to block. Malone, you're going to run one of those. Hike it, hike it, hike it. Wide open is what he is. And he got out of bounds this time. We still have one timeout. This is in the snow, so it's going to be a hard field goal to make if we get it in range. We're going to run one of those. You're going to run one of those. And maybe you get open on one of those, and you're going to block. Set hike. He slipped. Wide. We're going to have to call our timeout here because we did not get down in bounds. A 67-yard field goal in the rain, I believe, or in the snow is what I believe that would be, and I'm not going to go for that personally. We're going to run one of those. And we got it, and he got out of bounds. A 53-yard field goal in the snow. Do we think we get this or what? I think I'm going to try to throw a quick out route here. Maybe make it a little bit of an easier field goal. Adonai Mitchell is not wide open like I thought he was, but Pittman is. Pittman is! Oh my God, that just made that so much more easier. Now it's a 44-yard field goal with 4 seconds left. All right, we got to hit this, though. It's in the snow, so don't be mad at me if I don't hit this. Maybe. And it's no good. Little bit to the left. That was a good kick, too. It was only a little bit past the bar. And they got 1 second to huck a Hail Mary downfield. Maybe we pick them off, get some stats, but I really tried for that, man. That's unfortunate. It's in the snow, though, so you got to cut me some slack. It's in the snow. Oh, and it's tipped by Charvarius Ward. What a game defensively. Nick Cross and Charvarius Ward interceptions. Tyler Warren coming in clutch with a big touchdown. And then Anthony Richardson coming up clutch on 4th down. Let's see what's going on around in the NFL. Week 12.
2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights.
The 2-8 Chiefs are playing the 5-5 Jets.
Now, it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to
Did the Jets seriously beat the Chiefs? They did. Mahomes threw 21 of 26 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Justin Field had worse stats but still won. We got the Texans and the Cowboys, the Battle of Texas. I need the Cowboys to win this. And it looks like the Texans are going to win this one. We don't need them to, though. Oh, my God. Dang, what a play. Nice. The Lions, we have to play them. So hopefully New England beats them. But probably not. No. Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, wow. By 1 point, the Lions might not be as good of a team as we thought. Wow. Okay. The Eagles beat the the Jags beat the Ravens. That's not good. What a juke on 34, dude, by JT. That's that juke and that spin he did. Nick Cross with the interception. Anthony Richardson, 9 of 10 for 107 yards and a touchdown. Taylor, 13 of 79 for a touchdown. Downs is 2 receptions for 11 yards. All right, so we are going to get the ball here at halftime because they got the ball first. All right, up to the 26. A chance to try to put this away. We're going to make him run one of those. Let's see what that safety does. The safety drops back, so we're going to run straight up here. And please don't fumble! He did! He did! And who's going to pick it up? Okay. Okay. For the record, I tried to slide, but it wouldn't let me. Look, right here. Right here. Look, right here, when I saw 22 coming at me, you can see the animation start. Well, no, the animation didn't even start. I was tapping square, and then right when this guy tries to tackle me, this guy does, and he fumbles it, and the ball was on the ground for like 20 minutes, and no one picked it up. AR picked it up, though. I was spamming triangle to try to pick that up. All right. I tried to slide, by the way. I'm not that dangerous. It just... Oh, wow. All right. Good run there, Taylor. 14 rushes for 88 so far. 2 X Factors over there versus 1 superstar over here. We've got our own superstar named Tyler Warren. We're going to bring him over here to block you. Now we have 2 superstars against 1. That should equal a Jonathan Taylor first down. And it does. Good stuff. No, sir. I am trying to score, or I'm trying to burn clock and maybe get lucky and score. I'm not trying to throw deep shots downfield. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He broke off that tackle like he was like a 4-year-old. He broke off that tackle like that dude was the smallest man ever. I think that was actually the guy I made that stiff arm on earlier. What's his name? No, not Patrick Surtain. Who was that, dude? Jalen Ramsey again. Yeah, that's his name. I stiff-armed the heck out of him earlier. Then I broke a tackle from him. He just washed. We're going to let JT block on this play. Don't really need him to do anything. I don't like the route he runs on this one. We're going to go for a spin and didn't get anything on it. JT's still gassed, so hopefully he doesn't fumble it here. Oh, man. When he's gassed, he just breaks even more tackles, dude. Good stuff. W. 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 And Giddens is in. So this is not going to be a play action. We're going to throw that out, and it's caught! Anthony, not the best ball there, but he still threw it high. We're going to hand it off. We get a yard. All right, we're going to give it to our boy JT. 5 5 yards there. I'm not mad about that. 5 yards is a gain, last I checked. Oh, man. It's hard to call audibles because it's snowing. That really doesn't make sense. Just because it's snowing doesn't mean it's hard to call audibles. Snowing means that you're going to slip. Okay. Okay. Wide open. Maloney! The first round pick gets in. Touchdown. Good stuff. 21-0. Wow. That's like our first good kick. That is amazing is what that is. That is amazing. All right, let's see if defense can continue to keep them scoreless. Keep them goose-egged. Keep them goose-egged. Man, how do the Steelers even have 4 wins with the way they're playing right now? Try to get a sack with Tui Mui. It's probably going to be a run. I mean, no, I think it's a pass. It is. Oh, and he drops the wide open curl route. 27 forced it there. I don't know why I'm commentating. Like, it 27 forced it. I don't know why I'm doing that. I think I'm just excited. Kill them. Oh, he's going to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. I thought he caught that for a second, but Nick Cross punched the ball out. W play. That is what we call a W play. That is not what we call a W play. We let that get wide open. That was a cover 3. That was a horrible representation of what cover 3 looks like, because that was supposed to be covered. All right, I'm getting a little cocky. I need to calm down. We've got them to 3rd down, so I mean we're still playing okay defense, but do they run it here? I kind of figured they ain't ran it all drive. Latu with another tackle. He has 2 sacks on the day. Are they gonna run it to the? They're gonna run it to the 4th quarter. JT. Oh, they're still highlighting that nasty juke move. That was nasty. They've highlighted that all game. First, drive of the game, he did that too, after we got that pick. Saw blast. We blitzed and we might get burnt for it. And we got burnt for it. He just got separation on my guy, and I was at least there to make the tackle. He's going to run for it. Make him fumble! Oh, he slid. I was ready to light him up. Come on. Oh! DK Metcalf. I thought he was going to catch that for a second. I was like, a diving catch? No! Is it a pass? Lock in! Sack! Is that Corliss? It is. A snowball effect. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Actually, I'm just going to call cover. Oh, he dropped it! 27 forced the incompletion. Oh my gosh, are we going to have a goal line stand here? I think we just might. Wait, no, please don't. No, don't jinx it, Eli. Oh, screen pass wide. Oh my god. I jinxed it for myself. I said, are we about to have a goal line stand? And the fact is, I kind of had that thought in the back of my mind. Like, I run screens in the end zone sometimes. What if they run one? I'm not going to say I predicted it there because I ran the wrong play call. But, look at that. Wide open. And then they just get that free holding penalty where they hold Carlisle's. All right, I'll take it. It's only 7 points. Offense is just going to come out and put the game away. We played good defense there. We forced some good incompletions. Carlisle's got a sack in the end zone. I mean, we didn't play, or in the red zone, we didn't play bad. We just, oh, we got Maloney returning. Every time I see Maloney returning, I get excited because he's like housed a few of these, or one of them. He's only housed one of them. Oh, wow. Oh, wow! JT's going to take it to the house. What a juke move in the snow. Sheesh. Let's go. Jonathan Taylor takes it 73 yards on what a juke move, dude. Look at this. Oh, it's not going to show it. Selling into the end zone. Look at that. Oh. 95. Big boy can't catch us. Big boy couldn't get us. 2 touchdowns. What's his stats on the day? That's got to be like 150 yards or like 170. I'm going to say 173. So let's look at AR. Well, we'll look at his after the game. He has 190 yards. No fumbles, 4 broke tackles. Dude, he's cooking. Should be a good kick. Right down the middle, baby. Right down the middle. Nice. All right. Defense. Can we get another pick to stat pad? I love getting interceptions in this game because getting interceptions just boosts your defense's morale, and the defense is the lowest part of our team, and we've limited them to 1 touchdown. I mean, even a fumble, really. Any turnover will do. Any turnover will do. I think this is going to be a play action because I don't think they're running it. I think this is oh, wow. We just got depleted. I don't know why they're running it with 4 minutes left, or with 3 minutes left, and down by like 8 touchdowns. It's another run up the middle on cover 2, and we stop it before a first down. I want to call one of these. They're on no huddle. It's a pass here, and they get it. He just went underneath. It's so hard to cover those underneath routes in this game. It really is. Flip the play. It's a jet sweep that goes literally pretty much nowhere. Only 2. Cloud. We got a cloud flat. He's starting to be smart and take the underneath stuff now. He's not throwing lobs into single coverage. Or into double coverage. Oh man, that should have been picked. Well, I want to look at that replay. That was nearly a third of the game. He like sidearmed it right. Oh man, what happened was 26 was covering 88, and if 26 would have turned his hips, I mean, it's honestly not a bad play because 26 was sitting here on this guy, and he was so locked in on this guy he didn't even see the ball come past him. And I still tried to make a play. Look, I still tried to make a play on the ball, and he could. So I mean, it wasn't really even a bad play. We still let him catch the ball, but I mean, at least we were sitting on him. At least we didn't let him get anything big from it. Good tip. Good tip. Don't let him get it. Just tip the ball up. Don't risk an interception. Just tip the ball up to a place where he can't catch it. I'd rather that than you make him tip it up and make it be caught for a touchdown. Good play there. All right. 3rd down. Gotta lock in. Got pressure. Oh! Julius Brent's almost probably into the game if that was picked. Look, I know I'm making the replay happen a lot. This is the most exciting game of Madden I've ever played, dude. Look, underneath, Julius Brent's. Oh, it was off his hands. It was off his hands. No. The reason he got that close to picking it was because I made that user try to pick it. He got underneath it. I just pressed triangle. And when I pressed triangle, he tried, but he couldn't get it. I give all the credit to the CPU there. Oh, pressure him. Oh my God, what a catch. That should have been picked. That should have been a pick with the way he threw that. I mean, look at the way he throws this. Look, Grover Stewart's pressuring him. He rolls out, throws sidearm on the run, and he ends up coming back for it. I feel like 27 should have got under that and picked it, but they're due for a good play. They ain't got one all game, so I'll give it to them. Why are they playing like gods now? Wait, hold up. Defense, lock in. We got 2 minutes to keep them scoreless. I want to keep them scoreless this whole thing. I don't want to let them score any. I want to get a pick here. I don't care. Oh, they're 5 wide? Well, actually, I'll probably call one of these. Don't let them go in the underneath. Pick! Can't bind them! Our third of the game. There it is. There it is. Our third of the game. Cam Bynum. I think that's his second or third on the year. In the snow. 3 interceptions. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy with this defense. Look. Lurked over here with Tui Muilau. Cam Bynum's just sitting on Naylor. He tries to make him come back to it, and Bynum comes back with it too, and nearly houses it. If he was a little faster, make that juke, that's touchdown. But hey, I'll take it. And we are just gonna straight up run the clock out with our guy here. Another great juke, a stiff arm, first down, 200 yards on the day for Jonathan Taylor. And I don't even think they're going to call timeouts. I'm just going to run the ball out. JT's got his X Factor enabled. That's a deserved X Factor. Oh my God, is he going to house another one? He isn't, but nearly. Jalen Ramsey finally tackled us, dude. Jalen Ramsey hasn't been able to bring us down all day, sorry. Every time we get into the secondary, that's Kendall Fuller. Every time we get into the secondary, Jalen Ramsey cannot bring us down. And then finally, we get into the secondary here, and Jalen Ramsey actually makes a tackle. Look, we gave him a stiff arm too. We actually gave him a good stiff arm. He just ended up getting us. We almost housed another one for JT. That's ungodly. And he's got his X Factor now. The X Factor is the little X under him. I don't want him to lose that. If he has a bad season, he'll regress and he'll lose that. So that's what I'm trying to get him to keep. Nice run. Nice run there, Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to cut that back up the middle, and we're almost going to get a first. I'm going to run one more play if they'll give it to us. I'm going to call a timeout. I just want him to get another first down. I know I'm stat padding, and it's kind of a mean thing, but maybe we get a touchdown here. Oh my God, truck him! Woo! Jonathan Taylor, one more to end the game. Trucking into the end zone, 3 touchdowns, the hat trick. 3 touchdowns, 200 yards, and he ends the game. What a game defensively. We're going to win our first snow game of Madden 26. That was fun, dude. Not only because we blew them out, the snow looks cool. It looks better than it did in Madden 25. The mechanics are better. You actually slip and slide in the snow like JT slipped a couple times. Look at that juke to take the touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, one of his 3. So fast. Just no one could catch him. Celebrating into the end zone, too. That's the juke on Jalen Ramsey at the beginning of the game. Man. What a ball game. We're going to look at the stats here. Jonathan Taylor ruled that game. I don't even think I called a receiver's name out once. Maybe Pittman. Man, that's going to be a fun one to watch. That's awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and look at the stats here. players' stats, our quarterback, Anthony Richardson went 12 of 13, only incompleted one pass. He threw 2 passing touchdowns. One was to Tyler Warren, and I think the other one was to Elijah Maloney. We had a long of 33, 119 yards. He did have more yards than us, but we completed more passes than him, and we had a better completion percent. Threw more touchdown passes. Didn't have any interceptions. He had 3. Rushing, we had an absolute day. Jonathan Taylor, 25 attempts. We were giving the ball to him a lot. 251 yards. He had an average of 10 yards per play, 3 touchdowns, a hat trick, and a long of 75. So that 73-yarder wasn't even his biggest. Bam. Receiving, we didn't do much receiving. Tyler Warren, our tight end, we hit him a couple times, 3 for 25 and a tutty. Elijah Malone, 3 for 26 and a tutty. Played a little bit better. That's our first-round pick, by the way. There, guys. We had Pittman. Michael Pittman is probably our clear-cut wide receiver 1. I mean, apparently it's Downs, but Downs didn't really do anything. Downs had 4 for 26. But, I mean, Pittman had 2 for 42. He gets half the yards than what he gets. We had a long of 33 with Pittman, and with Downs, we had a long of 12. What a game. What a ball game. AR played great. I mean, nothing more to say. Defense. I'm proud of the defense. Like I've been saying this, whenever you get picks, it makes you feel good for lurking the CPU. And we got some upgrades. And it makes your defensive players get better and progress. Like Nick Cross, he had a pick, and he's getting an upgrade right now. It makes them progress better. It gets their morale up. And it's just an overall good day. Like Latu, he had like 3 tackles and 2 sacks, and he's getting an upgrade. And then obviously Elijah Maloney, he had that touchdown, so he gets an upgrade. Face only a mother could love. And then we got Matt Gonzalez and lineman. We're just going to hit him with the auto upgrade. All right, that's the Steelers ball game. We are now 7-4 on the season. Hold that thought, because we're about to advance week to play the Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning Super Bowl champions. I guarantee you it's going to give us a storyline, because this is a tough opponent. And we do have a new ability. We got Corner Caesar. 2 general scouting, blood for CB, scouting blood. Oh, sweet. Interestingly enough, we do not get a storyline. Usually when you play opponents way better than you, like the Philadelphia Eagles, they give you a storyline and be like, hey, this team struggles at this position, but they're really good everywhere else, so we have to hone in on this. Luckily for us, we are playing Philly at home. This is actually my favorite team in real life, Philly. My second favorite team is the Colts, and I have roots there. Jonathan Taylor is going to need to play big here. They're probably going to shut him down, because the Eagles have a really good run defense, and it's really hard to stop anything. It's really hard to run anything against Philly, and it's really easy for them to just stop it. They have really good cornerbacks, so we're going to have to be on the game with AR passing the ball. Don't be surprised if we get blown out. It's going to be frustrating if we do, but don't be surprised. I do want to look at JT's stats. So the leading running backs are Bucky Irving for Tampa, who has 193 attempts, 865 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Ashton Jeanty, he has 995 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Jacobs leads the league. Let's look at our stats, because it's the number to beat to be at least top 3. So JT's actually up there. He has 863 yards and 7 touchdowns and only 129 attempts. So 863 and 7, and he has 865 and 4. So we get him a few more rushing yards against Philadelphia, and we win. Also want to look at the standings overall here. So look at the playoff teams, or who currently has a winning record. The Eagles obviously up there in the top right. They have a winning record. The Tampa Bay Bucks have a winning record. The Lions have a winning record, who we have to play them as well. Miami winning. Cleveland winning record. The Texans have a winning record. They have one more loss than us, and we have the same amount of wins. Green Bay is currently looking like the 1 seed. They have a winning record. Buffalo, who we play, has a winning record. Dallas has a winning record, who we've played. We don't play them. We played them. San Fran and Las Vegas are currently above 500. The Chargers are. Yeah, that's kind of that. The league leaders, Joe Burrow, 69% completion rate for 3,800 yards and 30 touchdowns. C.J. Stroud, 2,927 touchdowns. J.J. McCarthy, 2,822 touchdowns. Okay, so that's kind of the league leaders. Do we have any? I don't think we do, unfortunately. All right, next one's going to be a tough battle against Philadelphia. I'm scared, but also a little bit excited. So yeah, I'm going to look and see if we have anything in the news here about us getting 3 interceptions in that win. No, it just says 2 of the league's top defenses set the scenes. The 6-4 Colts travel to the 4-6 Steelers. Sweet. One good thing about this, we are playing in Philadelphia. That would be a horrible thing. We are playing in Indianapolis. So that's good for us. 2 more things before I go. I want to check our weekly awards. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd weekly award of the season. 25 carries for 250 yards, 10 average at 3 TDs. If you go back a couple of weeks ago, he had 214 yards and 2 rush TDs and 1 wreck. So he had way better stats here. What was his average there? 9.7. He didn't have any receiving yards. And yeah, so that's that. That was a fun week. Let's look at the playoff picture. So here the playoff picture's kind of set, and hang on. And it is looking a little bit unrealistic. Like I said, if we make the playoffs and win our first game, we're going to up the sliders to make it way harder. There's no way that we're currently sitting at the 2 seed and the Eagles, who have more wins than us, are currently sitting at the 5 seed. No. One thing that does make sense, the Ravens being the 1 seed, the Bills being in there, makes sense. The Raiders don't really make sense. They do have a lot of talent, but their quarterback isn't the greatest. The Browns being there, not unless Joe Flacco does what he did a couple of years ago for him, then yeah, I could see it. Dolphins being there with how they're playing, no. The Bengals being there, sneaking in as a 7th seed, I could see that. Packers 1, I could see it. Tampa Bay, I could see it. The Niners, they have the talent, just need Brock Purdy to show up, I see it. Dallas Cowboys have the talent, just need Dak to show up, I could see it. The Lions definitely see. The Cardinals maybe sneaking in as a 7th seed, but don't really see it. And obviously Philly. Philly being the 5 seed, I don't see, but Philly being there, I see. So yeah, that's the playoff bracket. Currently sitting at the 2 seed. Probably going to bump a few seeds down after we see our schedule. I'm going to do that, and then I'll call it our schedule here. Team schedule. I'm going to predict the rest of the wins and losses we have. So here I predict a loss. Here I predict a loss. Here, I can see this being 50-50, and I know that makes me sound crazy, but we beat the Ravens at the start of the season, if you want to look. Ravens, we beat them by field goal, but we beat them. By the way, a lot of our earlier games were way closer. We barely lost to the Texans. We barely beat the Titans. We barely beat the Ravens. We barely beat the Jaguars. Got blown out. Oh, yeah, and I was talking earlier how we had like 3 blowouts. I want to show you them. A blowout there, a bad loss there, a bad loss there, and I feel like we got blown out by the Bengals, and then I think I was thinking that this was the blowout. And yeah, the Jags. We got blown out by the Jags, them, and then the Cowboys wasn't really a blowout. And then we barely beat the Giants. We beat the Texans by multiple, beat the Titans barely, and then we blew them out. So I'm going to predict the rest of our losses. So we're currently 6-4, 6-5, 6-6. This could be us being 7-6, or this could be a 6-7. I don't know. I see this going 50-50. This, I believe, is a win. So I would say we win the Lions game. So it'll be 8-6, 9-6, 10-6. Wow, we might not make the playoffs this year. This 3-game stretch might ruin us. If we lose to the Eagles, lose to the Bills, and lose to the Lions, I think we're under 10 wins and we might miss the playoffs. So we gotta lock in here. We gotta lock in. Anyways, we do currently lead our division in that, so I think right now we're good. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That was a fun game, a fun video, and really good for our defense. So again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.